Bugs crashing your pack's party? Whether they've got paws or sneakers, your pack deserves a home that's protected from pests. That's where Wondercide comes in. Plant-powered protection made with steam-distilled natural essential oils that actually work. It kills and repels fleas, ticks, mosquitoes, and ants without questionable ingredients or overpowering smells. Safe to use around kids and pets when used as directed. Lab-proven to work fast. And proudly made in the USA. We offer sprays for pets, people, homes, and yards. Plus, spot-on treatments, collars, and even shampoos. Whatever your pack needs, we've got it covered. Founded by a pet parent looking for a better way to protect her dog Luna, Wondercide's now protected over 21 million lives and counting. You might have even seen us on Shark Tank. Go to Wondercide.com and use code WONDER20 for 20% off your first order. That's WONDER20 at Wondercide.com. Wondercide. Protect your pack with plant-powered Wondercide today.
Hi, everyone.
Hey.
I'm Alicia.
And I'm Meredith.
And this is Also Podcast, One Season Wonder Edition. Jax and Brittany Take Kentucky. Meredith has said, this is what we're doing. And I said, whatever, Mom, I guess. And now we're here.
I will torture you, but for 6 episodes only, babe.
At one point, Meredith said, oh, there's 8 episodes. And I was about to be like, veto, absolute veto. I never wanted to see this show.
Well, also, I guess I set the expectation in a really harsh manner in my mind and got way better outcomes because I thought it was 8 episodes, hour-long episodes. Come to find out it's 6 30-minute episodes.
Yeah, awesome.
Wow, easy breezy beautiful here.
Also, can I say it's way more enjoyable knowing that they broke up?
Okay,
it really is. It really is.
I'm glad you said that because we keep all of our rewatches, or like true rewatches.
Spoiler free, you're right.
But I'm sorry, I can't get through this without
this is real time.
What is happening today, especially because this technically is a one-season wonder.
I was going to say, keep it true to our one-season wonders because we always talk about where are they now? I'm still going to stay true to that. There's only 6
episodes.
People I could pick, 6 episodes. I mean, there aren't a lot of characters I care that much about, but we're going to update at the end anyway. So I figure.
Okay, good. Because for anybody who doesn't know this world, Jax and Brittany did get married, are working on a divorce currently.
They got married in Versailles, which is in Kentucky, not in France.
Don't confuse the two. I know they're easily confused.
There's Versailles, that's in France. Versailles, and you have to do it with the little twang.
They both have a castle, so like that's what confuses people, I think.
And listen, I see where you would think you were in France, but you're not. You're in Versailles.
Crazy thoughts.
In Kentucky, getting married. So yeah, for those of you who don't know, they got married and they recently, as far as like maybe a year or a little over a year
ago, she filed
divorce. And man, is that glorious. Who could have seen it coming? Let me tell you, watching this show, I would have never known. They seem perfect. That sarcasm. Absolutely. Sometimes you just need to clarify. This man's crazy.
Oh my God.
Anyway, this is great. Before we get into the actual episode though, check us out on all these really fun things. We got an Instagram, a TikTok, a YouTube, a Patreon. All the links are in our description. Please be sure to rate, review, subscribe. We do a lot of fun episodes. If you're just here for Vanderpump and Jax and Brittany Take Kentucky, expand your horizons. We have a ton of other things that you could look into. We have our also shows. We have Summer House. We do Summer House, Martha's Vineyard. If that ever comes back, bravo. I swear to God, bring them back. And then all of our one season wonders have been absolute joys. I think this is going to be the worst. I'm saying it now. This is going to be my least favorite. Although Princess of Malibu was pretty bad. That one was pretty bad.
I think I'm going to enjoy talking about this one. Again,
okay.
Watching love and talking loves are different. The ones we hate watching the most, we do enjoy talking about the most. Let's be honest.
Absolutely true. All right, well, let's get this going, shall we?
Okay, well, this season on Jax and Brittany Take Kentucky.
All right.
It's short and sweet. We got frogs
Swear.
jumping, Jax in overalls, buffalo stampeding, Jax and Kimbo being sprayed down with maybe like deer urine. Is Jax Brittany's one? When are they getting married? He wants to get married soon.
Keep going, I'm listening.
Jackson gets so bored in Kentucky. What will be my favorite episode is Jax going to church.
Wait.
Jax getting yelled at by Brittany's friends. Jax and Brittany arguing. Is Jax controlling Brittany? More fighting. And Jax storms off on the last day.
He made it, what is this, 2 weeks? And
2
the last
weeks.
day he cracks.
He
Could
cracks.
you do 2 weeks in Kentucky like this?
Okay.
Could you do it for yourself, and could you do it for the person you love?
Well, I
Two
have
different things.
family from southern Indiana near the Kentucky border. So
Okay.
I feel like I have some slight experience of going to this area of the country. And I will say my dad enacted a 24-hour rule to go visit my mom's family growing up because he was like, I'm not doing this. Half of my cousin's town didn't have cell service when I was growing up. I still get lost. It is a small town, and me and my sister put like dots on the map to be like, let's make sure we can go get our coffee in the morning. So no, I would not willingly
2
go
weeks
do
like
this.
this, yeah.
Like again, with family. I think the family piece. I don't think going to Kentucky or southern Indiana
Yeah, okay,
are
if this
difficult.
was your family, yeah, could you
I
this?
would not. I don't want to
No.
do this. I definitely want to do this for somebody else's family.
Don't care how much I love you.
You would have to pay me the right amount to do this in both. What do you think they're making off this show?
What a weird question. I don't know. Not much. It was 2 weeks. It was
I know,
6
but, like,
episodes.
I would go do this for $500K. I would go do this.
Okay, fair. I think, yeah, for the right dollar amount, sure.
Yeah.
I
That's the
think-
thing. They're not just going to do this. They're going to do this and getting paid.
I think I could do this. I don't think I'd want to, but I think I could for 2 weeks. The working part would freak me out if you're like, go to the animal. But living on
If
this,
it's your own family, I could do that, I guess. I could do it if it was my
I
own.
don't like animals, but not that I don't like animals. That sounded bad. I don't want to take care of animals. I'm too scared.
That it being a chore, and farm animals are different than just like having a dog.
However, if it was the person I was dating, I would maybe sweeten the deal and be like, could we do 5 days?
How about you go out and see your family?
I'll meet you there at the tail end and we'll fly out of Bluegrass Airport together. How about that?
Yeah.
How about that? All right, well, we start in LA, a safe zone for us. So
Oh my God, yes. I mean, if you haven't seen Vanderpump Rules, this is your time to go start watching it because
this was the good old days.
we're at the world famous Sir restaurant in LA where Jax and Brittany work, and Lisa walks in, their boss, and they're talking to her about how they are going to leave tomorrow to go to Kentucky. And Jax has met her family, but it is a little bit different to be going and staying there for 2 weeks. And Jax's biggest issue is that they have like religious differences, which we saw this actually in chronological order of Vanderpump Rules. We are after season 5, and Jax did go to church with Brittany's mom in season 5.
It was glorious. It was absolutely glorious. I have no notes for that.
No, but I
perfect.
Can't wait to see it again. Like, that made me excited.
I love Jackson Church. I hate this man all the time unless he's forced to go to church. I'm obsessed with him.
So entertaining.
Can't get enough.
Not only will we get church, but we will get Jax working on Brittany's family's farm. And that he's a little worried about because that'll also be a big difference for him.
My favorite was in this scene, Brittany's like, okay, I'm going to go back to my tables. And then Lisa looks at Jax and is like, how are you going to bullshit this family for 2 weeks? And he's like, yeah, I don't know. And I was like, man, you can't even pretend that you fucking care. You can't even, a camera in your face, be like, I actually really like her and I want to marry her. He's straight up like, I fucking hate her family. I don't want to be here. Fuck these country folk. Like, he's straight up terrible all the time.
But even when the cameras go down, like, you're still with her family. That's the thing, is we are used to he lives 2 different worlds sometimes, I think, on camera, and then he has his off camera. But like, her family will still be, he still has to be on and bullshitting with the family.
No, he's a bad bullshitter. He's a bad bullshitter.
He is.
Anyway, all right, let's fly to Kentucky.
We've touched down in the small airport of Kentucky, and Brittany's mom is here to pick them up. And Brittany says that her and Sherry are just like sisters, which I was like, that's concerning.
That's terrible. Never be sisters with your mom. Your mom shouldn't be your friend.
No,
Sorry.
She's your mom.
Yeah. Hot take, I think. But, and Sherry, listen, Sherry's one of my favorite characters because she is this country woman, right? And she looks like she has gotten so much work done ever since her daughter moved to LA. Like she just,
that's a good point.
But it's like not LA work. It is clearly Kentucky work.
Kentucky.
Sorry, Sherry, but you knew. You were also so tan, Sherry, in the winter. There's a lot of questions.
Also, the silver lipstick will never lose my mind.
Sherry is so LA. I can't handle it.
The silver lipstick happened before Brittany ever went to LA. They were, because Brittany was a pageant girl.
Sherry said, I'm going to be on TV at the silver.
Let me go to the biggest city near me, find a makeup store, and let me pull some fun things.
No, love it. So yeah, Sherry's here. Hey, Sherry.
Sherry is here. And Sherry likes Jax. So like, this is the best person to pick.
Red flag. My parents better have better radar than this. Like, Sherry's on a different planet if she thinks this man is good for her daughter. I think my parents would clock his bullshit a mile away.
Agreed.
They better.
Even if my parents like that because maybe they wanted me to be a star, that's what I can only assume like Sherry wanted for Brittany. Like, you can appreciate that, like, okay, she made it on a TV show, but this man still sucks.
Yeah, clearly. But we're not we're not here to judge. And for those of you who maybe aren't familiar with Vanderpump Rules and like us, we have been calling this since the moment we saw them on TV together. So like, for us to now sit here kind of vindicated, it's hard to like not
in real
judge
time
a little bit. Yeah.
Here's the thing. We were vindicated every single year of Vanderpump Rules. Not even just this year. Like every year we saw that man suck. And like, Brittany is the only one who stayed with him for that long. I'm not here. There's no victim blaming here on my side, but I'm just saying. She got
a beautiful son out of it, but listen.
Correct. There were many of red flags.
There were signs.
Season 4, I think, when she showed up, and present day.
Were you blind or were you blindsided? You're blinded, you know? Anyway. Okay, girl.
Either way. We're here in Brittany's small town of Winchester, Kentucky. And she grew up on a 400-acre farm where her grandma on her mom's side, Mama of
Mama's beard cheese.
Mama's here. Don't worry, Mama's beard cheese isn't around yet in the Vanderpump world, but boy, do we know it in real world.
Mama, yeah.
So we got Mama, Brittany's mom, Sherry, and 2 of her aunts all live on this property together, which, I mean, plenty of space, but still.
400 acres? My family doesn't have to see me every day. That's awesome.
I know, but like, those are your only neighbors.
They're barely neighbors. They're 10 acres away. That's
true. That's true.
Incredible. Growing up in the suburbs, I had closer neighbors than
Good point.
Like,
okay, but also this family seems like the type to have 400 acres and put their houses all right next to each other.
For sure. That's why when I move out, I'm the furthest house near the busiest road. So I can escape.
You're like, you know what? I will walk across all 400 acres to come see you.
Yeah. It's cool. We're
no
good.
Worries.
There has to be a road somewhere on this property to get me to your house for dinner. No worries.
But we pull up to Mama's house and she is so excited to see Jax, not because she likes him, but because she has not had a man in her, like, around her house for a while, and she has a lot of shit for Jax to do. And I was like, hell yeah, put that man to work.
Yeah, but that man's never seen a hard day's work in his life. So good luck, Mama.
Good point. But we go to dinner and we meet Brittany's sister, Tiffany, also her brother, Wes, and sister-in-law, Militia. And also, I didn't know this, Sherry's 4th husband, Joel. I didn't know she was on her 4th.
No, I didn't know Sherry was on 4 husbands. That was shocking. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But Sherry, you were really holding out on, I felt like I knew you. And now,
yes,
here I am. I don't know anything about you. 4 husbands, Sherry,
I'm like,
Joel.
Whoa. Can we back it up? Obviously, we have like Brittany's dad being 1 husband. I don't know which number he is in the lineup because I have no idea who these other 2 are.
Yeah, we're missing 2 whole husbands, Sherry.
I want a full timeline.
Give me a life story.
Yeah, whoa, back it up, sit in the interview chair, tell us everything.
Exactly. Yeah, then we have dinner. Can I say this house looked so... Remember The Simple Life? Yeah. That's what this living room or dining room looked like. It gave that kind of thousands small
this
town
is middle
vibe.
America. Yeah. Lots of yellow wood.
Lots of the wooden chairs and the wooden table.
Yeah.
With like the layout that they have where the living room is like open to the open concept to the dining room. But then the kitchen has like a wall and then you have to walk through. Yeah, man, that hit hard. It hit hard.
And the islands were huge. Like they were just becoming a thing. Everybody had an island at this point.
Yeah.
My God.
Awesome. Sorry. Go on, dinner.
We're having dinner and we're talking about how there's going to be a bonfire tomorrow. And we're really excited to get everybody together in the family, but also Brittany's friends will be there. And Mama is like, hey, the one rule is no alcohol because Pawpaw didn't believe in alcohol. And he passed a year ago and Mama holds everything up for that man. Whatever he believed in, we got it.
Pawpaw was crazy. That's a fun name.
Did you think that Mama would be the only one?
Pama. I don't know. Pawpaw.
Pawpaw? I don't know. I don't even know anymore.
Like Mama, but Pama.
Pama?
I don't know what they call this man. But yeah, he was sober and that's...
No,
Papa,
not just sober. Didn't believe in alcohol. And I was like, you know what? May he rest in peace, but I do not need to be around this. Personally,
I don't know. We're not aligned. Love ya. We're not aligned.
We're not aligned. And I do understand Jax's struggle for the next 2 weeks, but you can hold out on a fucking bonfire.
Listen. I understand. All I would want to do in this small town is also drink because this is the perfect place to do that. If I'm going to this, I'm most excited to be like, we're going to get smashed. We're going to go to the
town
We're going to have a barn dance or some shit. It's gonna be dope, right? There's also nothing better than sitting around a bonfire and drinking. That is like top favorite things to do. However, if I'm visiting my boyfriend, girlfriend's family, and this is the rule, I'm not going to be the one to break it. Yeah. I'm not the one to break it. And if someone else...
It's like day 1, day 2, maybe. So like, in my mind, I'm like, wow, if Mama's like, we do not consume alcohol. If this is a dry town, I'd be like, wow, this sucks. But like, it's just Mama and Pawpaw's
just the property.
Like, we can find somewhere else. We're going to be fine. Also, and Jax makes a joke about it. I was like, no.
Well, Mama's going to be in bed by 8. So we can drink after Mama goes to sleep.
Good point. There's plenty of time.
You just have to be smart about it. But no, sorry, spoiler, we're not smart about it. Go on.
Next we move on to, because if we remember, Mama has a lot for Jax to do when he's here for these 2 weeks. So we show Jax the overalls that he has for working in. And like, we got to whip this man into shape because his chunky sweater line won't do here in Kentucky.
Nope, never. He's got boots too, I think. He gets it all.
Oh yeah, that's true. Hat. He gets the whole getup. So we've hit beats 1 and 2, no alcohol, and he's working. And now we've got to hit beat number 3, which is when the fuck are these two getting married? Because obviously
they're living in sin. They're living in absolute sin in LA. When are we gonna get married? It's a small town. Everyone's married by 19, kids by 20. What are we doing living in sin at 37 years old? Jax Taylor.
Yeah, Jax is like, we're working towards it, but he's a little stressed because people in the middle of America, especially Kentucky, do move fast. So I get the family asking. I also understand Jax this entire episode being like, it's been a year and a half. Can you wait just a beat more?
Listen, I get that. I would hope, because I feel like if this was my family, I would be like, look, I know you're going to ask about marriage, but like, we are taking our time. However, I think Brittany wants that ring, so she's all for it.
She's like, tell me more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Brittany wants it, so she's not stopping her family, which I get. I'm pro Jax on this one. Shut the fuck up. I barely know this woman. She probably shouldn't even be living with me at this point, but here we are. So
well. She also moved to LA into
For
his
him.
studio apartment.
Listen. I see a lot of sides.
I
You
do
should
too.
be married at this point. But
Also, if I'm her family, I'm 100% asking this on TV because I feel like this is the only time I can really press you for answers, and you're going to give the best looking answer, so let's get that on record.
also, you won't hear the end of me bothering you about how are you going to treat my sister.
And producers are in all of these people's ears being like, this is our big conflict. Like,
Yeah, 100%. Great. Loved it.
Well, we move on to Brittany's mom's house, and they're assigned to the bunk bedroom because, listen, you can live in sin at your house, but not in our house.
Nope.
Like, not happening.
Nope.
You're not sleeping in the same bed because you aren't married.
My mom used to say, like in college, I never brought a boy home because it wasn't, sorry, you're not going to meet, my family's not going to meet him. We're separate. But my mom always was like, you guys wouldn't be sleeping in the same bed. You guys would, like, he could sleep on the couch, or you both can sleep on separate couches if you really want, but like you're not in the same bed. Now I feel like she'd be like, what the fuck?
Whatever.
Like the minute I turn 25, I feel like she'd be like, hey, it's your life at this point. But I understand too, it's someone else's home. So like,
there you got to make the rules.
Their rules, yes, 100%. Thank you for letting me stay. Whatever you want.
My friends and I have talked about this a little bit over the last few months because friends are going to their significant others, like lake houses or something, and we were like, yeah, what are the rules with each family? Like, at what age is it okay? And also, if you have like younger siblings or cousins and they're bringing a significant other, it makes it a little bit more obvious. Like, we're 30. Like, it doesn't matter anymore. But, like, then you have a different set of rules for people maybe who are younger, and it gets weird. But I agree. It's whoever's house you're going to.
Yeah. And, like, also, here's my biggest thing. If I'm at my parents', the chances of us hooking up anyway are
it's
slim.
A zero. It's
slim
a zero.
To none.
Especially the first few times, like, not happening.
Absolutely not. So, like, is the point. And if we have to sleep in separate beds, who even cares? You know? We're not doing it. I would rather you die in front of my eyes than me hook up with you in my parents' home.
Agreed.
That's crazy.
But I will say, when I saw these bunk beds then, and one's a twin up top
awesome.
and like a queen on bottom, I'm like, you're sleeping in the same bed. Like, this is such bullshit.
Obviously, but don't hook up. Sherry's right down the hall.
No, I would rather live without sex for 2 weeks than like
for sure.
Be in a dry town without alcohol for 2 weeks. Like, I can easily have no sex for 2 weeks. Like, especially again, we're in my parents' home.
I don't know. It's just another one of those disrespectful things where, like, okay, we can't drink alcohol on the property, but like, let's leave the property, go get alcohol. If that's the rule, it'd be the same thing here. I think it would be different if Brittany was the one
bang at the motel down the street.
Sure. If Brittany was the one though, that was like, let's just sleep in the same bed. Let's just drink alcohol. Yeah. Like, okay, this is her family. So if we get in trouble, like, it's on you. But for Jax to be the one that's like, we're going to sleep in the same bed and we're going to drink alcohol, like, show some respect.
And pushing it immediately, because Brittany here has to then also say, like, we are not drinking alcohol at the bonfire. Like, it's just not happening. It won't fly. I don't want to do this. Especially once you know that Mama said that because of, like, Pawpaw's rules. I hate fucking saying
Pawpaw.
I hate saying these names back to back. But, like, hearing that, like, it was such importance, and she's just trying to, like, hold her husband's memory alive and, like, what he wanted. Like, that would make me not do it even.
Come on. Anyway. Okay, now what?
We're on to the next morning, and Mama is here at 7:30 a.m. to collect Jax for his day on the farm. And we immediately go into working with the chickens and the horses, and we're just getting montages of Jax on the farm doing all the work. And then back at the home, Brittany and her mom are cooking breakfast. And Brittany says that immediately, like, over the last few months and just in general, Jax has been, like, really grumpy and they've been arguing a lot. So, like, this trip is not starting, or, like, they're not in a great place in their relationship coming into this trip.
Because he doesn't like her. Sorry, it's so simple. He doesn't really like her.
I think he hates all women. So, like, there's the first problem. Yeah, I think he hates Brittany. And then now he's going to be on this farm with her family for 2 weeks. And he resents her.
If you're in the Vanderpump Rules timeline, add this in. This was around the time that Jax was saying he pays for everything. Brittany does nothing. He's the provider and she's ungrateful. And now she's begging for a ring. He resents her.
We just had that in season 5. And in front of her own mom, he was saying
in front of her
stuff.
mom, in front of Sherry.
Oh my God.
To which Sherry's still a fan somehow. Questions.
Which, you know what? That makes me wonder, because we did see that in season 5 of Vanderpump Rules. Like, he was already doing that stuff when they were dating. Now in present day, we know he was berating her even more in front of her family. Like, he eased them into it too. Like, he has been doing it since day one.
Yeah, this day dot. Great. So Sherry, the flags were right there.
Correct. Whatever. Jax had his day on the farm. Brittany had some time with her mom. And in the nighttime, we go over to Brittany's dad's house and we meet Linda, like Brittany's stepmom. I
wonder which number. Yeah.
You know what? I kind of feel like the dad maybe is only on number 2. We meet Austin, the brother, which I think is just her dad's son.
I think so too.
And then I wanted to make a whole family tree, by the way, because I'm like slowly getting confused by so many people that are mentioned one time. But we also then have Luke and Brayden, which are Brittany's nephews from her sister who we met yesterday.
Yes.
We have this big family dinner and we sit down and Jax eats frog legs for the first time and he seems a little stressed, but don't worry, they taste just like chicken. And I'm curious, have you ever had frog legs?
No, but I think I should try it. I'll try anything once. That's kind of my life motto.
Especially if you're in the place of like where people regularly make it. Like I want to do it like,
oh yeah, you know. I'm not going to my hometown and having frog legs. That's crazy. But yeah, if this is your local delicacy, sure thing.
Sold.
It's probably the best it'll ever be made. So here I am. Should try it. It does look like chicken though. It does. Looked unseasoned, which I had questions.
I mean, it tracks middle of America white people.
Yeah, but I don't know. That was my only concern.
You know what,
actually looked unseasoned.
They should be able to season. Like I'm thinking of like Kentucky Fried Chicken. Like Kentucky Fried those.
These are also white people, though. No offense. I don't know. Listen, the Guatemalans suck at seasoning, too. My own people. I had boiled chicken growing up. We could talk about it.
My God.
Disgusting. So, like, this just looked... I have a trauma with unseasoned things.
Totally understand.
I'll try anything once. And if I'm meeting my future husband, wife's family, I'm going to choke this down and say it tastes delicious. So
it's the best thing I've ever had because...
Bet your bottom dollar.
Yeah, I bet, like, this is locally caught, locally made, like...
Absolutely.
You could throw salt on my plate and I would eat it all up. Like, sold.
Absolutely. No questions asked.
But Jax obviously is not that person. He is getting grilled by Dad about marriage because that is the topic that everybody will ask Jax about. And Jax avoids the topic. He's just not interested. And he says that it will be a long 2 weeks if they ask him daily about marriage, which I do agree. Like...
No, it will, because he's just going to give you the same answer. What are we doing?
Like, nothing's going to change in these 2 weeks here. Like,
listen, ask me, I give you my answer, and now we're done. You can ask me again when we're leaving.
Yeah, I was about to say, one other time at the tail end to be like, hey, so have you thought about it? Is it happening soon?
Is it happening? Should we be ready for it?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. We also, once again, talk about religion. Religion is really, really important to Brittany's dad. We learned that she was raised in the church and she went every Sunday and her dad was I think a youth minister or like a children's minister. So he definitely seems like he's going to be the religious side of the family. I don't know about Sherry. I mean, Sherry seems religious, but Dad's like holding it down for sure.
Yeah. Yes. Dad loves Jesus.
Dad's active in the church, given to his community.
Active in the church.
Is wearing that. Sherry's there to show off her silver lipstick.
Sherry's there for the social aspect of church.
Which, no shame. No shame.
No shame. Hey, that's what we did when we were young. That's how I saw my friends. So I get it.
It is time for the bonfire.
Oh.
It immediately...
Terrible.
Like, okay, so we're just like out in some part of the property and we've got a lot of family here. We got some of Brittany's friends and immediately we see Jax has a handle of vodka in his car and a bunch of Brittany's friends are getting alcohol out of the car, which if you did this correctly too, if you're going to bring it, you better sneak it so well. The lights in the truck are on. Like, it is so obvious that things are happening in this car.
It was so weird. Everyone congregates to this truck where
Not
the
just at the
lights are
truck,
on.
at the like doors in the cab. It's not like people are sitting on the back and like slowly pouring drinks for each other.
And I know this isn't their fault, but let's just bring more attention to it. The camera's there with their lights. So like we're filming some, like, what the fuck?
That's so true. I always kind of forget about that. Like, it is so obvious when cameras are around.
And then you're all just at this truck. So me looking from far away, I just see all of your hands in the truck for your solo cups to be filled. You're how old and you don't know how to sneak alcohol? Also, we just started. Everyone is still up. The kids,
Yes.
the geriatrics, we're all here. Mama's not going to make it past 8:30. I'm telling you.
Like, let some time breathe, my people. Like, there's plenty
A bonfire
of time.
is so fun. Come on. But no. And then the best is when Mama gets near. Jax is the most suspicious he's ever been. I kid you not, I laughed at this every single time. Mama would be coming over and he would run around the truck and go dance and go,
boop, boop.
Mama, Mama. He sang to her. And I was like, that is
not sober behavior.
That is so suspicious.
Immediately. Yeah, he was a jester, and then he offers up at one point talking about engagement and rings and stuff, and I'm like, okay, I will say actually the engagement rings, a good distraction, but at what cost? Because you just said you don't want to talk about this for 2 weeks, and now you're giving them information to want to keep asking for 2 weeks straight.
Also, I don't know if you clocked this, but they were so close because he's like, come here, I'm going to tell you about the ring. Alcohol's on his breath.
I didn't even think about that.
He was leaning down to talk to Mama.
At least it was vodka and it wasn't bourbon.
Tequila,
that has a way stronger scent.
But come on. Also,
I wanted to screenshot that ring so bad and see if I could reverse image search
that was the ring.
Just anything.
He went online and looked up engagement ring and he's like, this is it. Just to shut them up.
That's so him. Although I bet Brittany's hounding him a little bit too, so I bet that he does have a few photos saved to just slowly ease that conversation and buy him some more time. But
he went to Kyle Chan. Is that the guy's Chan?
Kyle Chan.
Chan.
Well, yeah. I don't know. Did he?
I don't know, but that's the jeweler in town.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the lore.
But before we even actually talk to Sherry and
Sorry,
Mama
it doesn't matter. It's
no
all the same,
worries because Jax dancing across this entire field was the highlight of my life.
So they showed it 80 times too, just over.
Yes.
Sorry.
We did learn a little bit about Brittany's parents. They have been divorced for 25 years and are, I would say, cordial, but also just realize they don't really need to be in each other's lives. They're not friends.
Does the dad live on the property still?
No. Just Mama, Sherry, and
Mom's
two
family.
aunts.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
But so they're okay. They're good, clearly. But it just seems like they don't have much interaction because their kids are adults too.
Which is fair,
he's clearly here just for the show. But they're talking about Jax, and Sherry loves Jax. And thank God Dad is concerned. We have one concerned parent here, and he's like, I'm concerned with Jax's ability to take care of our daughter. Why are you so in love with him?
Thank God this man has a screw tightened. Okay, because everyone else is hugging off their rockers. But this man was like, Jax gives bad vibes. And I was like, yes!
Yeah, it's obvious.
Thank you.
It's more obvious than the alcohol in his breath.
Yeah, shout out Brittany's dad for clocking Jax Taylor. Again, if they had just watched the show, I don't know, mile away. But
I bet that man went back and sat down and was like, show me every season of this.
Brittany's dad was like, all right, I don't know how to watch Bravo. We don't have cable, but how do I?
Oh my God, his dad was like, we are buying cable so I can. Yeah. This was before streaming was a thing.
He
that man was like.
The internet. He figured out the internet to go on the YouTube and look
He's
up.
Like, hey, my grandson, 12-year-old Brayden, come figure out the TV. And I need you to play all of this.
I'll give you a nickel if you can pull up Jax Taylor on my TV screen.
Absolutely. Well, The episode does end with Jax talking to Sherry and Mama about the ring, and he's just really hoping that it gets them off his back for the rest of the trip, and that ends the episode. But next time on Jax and Brittany Take Kentucky, we're screaming to take some shots. We're partying on the farm. Brittany is ready to be a mom. Is Jax ready to be a dad? Mama asked who brought the alcohol. Dad doesn't want Jax to make Brittany believe that they will get married if he's trying to find a way out of the relationship, which, like, clock him, Dad. I need Dad to clock him every episode.
Of course. Okay, great episode. So I'm going to start easy on this one, and I'm going mainly off memory because I know this person like the back of my hand. It's going to be Brittany for the first one. We're going to talk about Brittany Cartwright, never really known as Brittany Taylor or Brittany Couchy, which is actually Jax's real last
legal name.
Yeah. She mainly stuck to Brittany Cartwright, but she's 36 years old. She was born in January. That's fun. Never knew that about her. And she went to Eastern Kentucky University. Also fun. So basically, when she was growing up in Kentucky, we now see where she grew up. I don't have to go too much into that. Jobs she had before, modeling and Hooters before she before she met Jax Taylor at a party in Vegas, I believe. Mm-hmm. And he swept her off her feet that she moved to LA for him.
Packed all her shit up in her car and drove there.
In one little car, drove there in her romper. Probably never even stopped to shower. Just kidding. She got there. Jax said, move in with me. And they immediately did. The relationship was rocky. For those, I don't want to give too much away, but there have been a few cheating scandals. If you're interested, please tune in to our recaps of Vanderpump Rules. That would really help us.
That's true. We don't want to spoil season 6 because
that's the problem with doing these two idiots.
Yeah.
But personally, I always thought everyone loved Brittany more than I did. She was fine for most of it for me. Meredith, how did you feel about Brittany on Vanderpump? Were you a big fan?
Not a big fan. I would say, like, she was fine in, like, the girl gang of it all, but like on my level of like Sheena dislike and Stassi beloved, she was probably like right in the middle.
I like Sheena better.
She was just like
Brittany.
There. Like she doesn't cause drama on the show. Like there's like things happen to her. And then the season we're about to like approach, she kind of annoyed the shit out of me.
Here's the thing. She was known as our Kentucky Muffin. Terrible nickname. She slowly, though, Jax, naming himself as the number one guy in the group, for those of you who know. Brittany, I think, then took on title of number one girl in the group, and
That's was very crazy. No way.
No, to herself. Self-proclaimed, because then she took on a very manipulative, in my mind, role where everything she did was right. You could never go against her or else things would happen to you, whatever. Yeah. So they're on Vanderpump Rules. They later she doesn't get kicked off the show. Jax does, but she also leaves with him. But don't worry, fans. They're back now on the Valley. There's been almost 2 full seasons of that show. It's currently,
4 years
when we
later.
record this, airing. When this comes out, it might be done airing. 2 seasons. And for those of you who need an update on her current life, she has a son named Cruz, and she is an influencer full-time. She does own a small part of Jax's bar, Brittany's little corner, but I don't know what's happening in that because they're divorced. She filed for divorce last year because Jax is an actual psychopath. And so this whole season of The Valley, we've just been watching them break up. So yeah, that's about all you got to know about Brittany.
Yeah, if you really want to know where they are, just watch season 2 of The Valley, to be honest.
Yeah, and if you really want to see their upbringing, just watch Vanderpump Rules. It was hard to do a background on these people because we already knew so much, and I don't want to spoil everything. But that's our Kentucky Muffin. So star this little series, I guess. But great. Is that it? Do all the things I said at the beginning of the show. And we will be covering, unfortunately, this whole fucking season. So thanks. Love ya.
Thanks for joining. Bye.